Coventry carpenter Cliff has swapped his tools for a guitar to record his first album. Although the dad of four played in groups when he was younger, it's always been his dream to produce an album of his own work.
Well, I first of all started off in bands. My first band was made up of apprentices, really. We all bought an instrument each and went from there. Then progressed into another band from there. We were doing quite well, really. It was in the 80s. And the family commitments came along from there, so I just sort of went on the back burner for a while. But was always singing and writing at home, never stopped. I was in another band in the 90s. We got on the 16 Days album. And it's just more of recently, when I've had a bit more time, the children growing up, I sort of got back into it. Went down Spon Street where the Tin Angel is, and there just seemed to be a vibrant little scene going on there with singer-songwriters. So I jumped on board, really, and I haven't looked back.
46-year-old Cliff, who lives in Whitmore Park, has written and produced all 10 tracks on the album, called Crawling from the Woodwork.
Yeah, my songs basically reflect just what I see on life, really. They're just observations I've picked up on over all these years. Try to keep them quite interesting, the lyrics, to keep the listener hooked. And that's it, really. Nothing too political, but just interesting stuff, I think.
Cliff's influences include Bob Dylan and Neil Young, and he plays acoustic guitar and harmonica on all songs on his album. He's written most of them over the last 2 years, but one or two are older.
I mean, my favourites, right? I mean, they sort of change. I mean, from your mood swings, don't they? I mean, there's one on there called Miggot's Wood View Maisonettes, which I really love, just for the lyrical content alone, really. And also Balanced on My High Wire, which is one of my older ones, but it's always seemed to resurface from time to time. And they're quite popular.
Cliff has been supported all the way by his wife Veronica and their 4 children. The couple met when Cliff was setting up his first band in the early 1980s, and she's been his biggest fan ever since.
My family have been great because, I mean, it takes up a lot of time, really, doing this, you know, with the writing and the thinking and then the going out and playing. And they've just let me have a free leash, really, and they've supported me all the way. My wife especially, you know, she's given me all the time that I need. And yeah, they just let me get on with it. They seem to make me happier as a person doing this, so I think they're happy with that.
Cliff is already penning songs for his second album, which he will start recording later this year. For now, anyone who wants to buy Crawling from the Woodwork can pick it up from the Tin Angel in Spon Street and Liquid Bar in City Arcade.